In this lesson, I will continue the chapter Motion of Class 9 NCERT. Now, I have completed what is motion, what is at rest, what are the types of motions, etc., quantities. Now, I am going to discuss about the distance and the displacement. What is the difference between distance and displacement? Already you have I have given this as an example in scalars and vectors. Now let us understand what is the difference between distance and displacement. You can see a big stadium. A stadium is there. So around the stadium there is a running track also. Okay. So there is a start point, running track is there. A, this is the starting point, and A is the initial point, and B will be the final point. Okay. So a runner, an athlete is running from A to B. So now this athlete is moving from A to B. Okay, let us see. A to B, moving, came to B, right. So then the total distance she ran along with the track is 250 meters. Okay, the athlete took the covering the path of 250 meters between A and B. Now actual path run by the athlete is called distance. This entire path is known as a distance. That means the distance traveled by athlete is 250. Now from A to B, actually looking, this athlete initial point A and at this final point the athlete is at B. So change of position from to B to A is 160 meters, let us say 160 meters. Okay. So this is only change in position from A to B, and the shortest distance from A to B, 160 is the shortest initial and final points, and this is known as a displacement. So the shortest distance between initial and final point is known as a displacement. So both are it is 160 meters, the other one is 250 meters. So that is the difference between distance and displacement. Okay. Displacement is nothing but direct distance, shortest distance. Distance is nothing but the path covered by the object. Here the object is athlete. So the total path covered by the object is known as distance. Okay. So let us see what else is given. Again starting point is A. Okay. Now athlete did not stop, started from A and reached A. In the previous case the final point is at B, now the final point is at A. Athlete started running and she reached A also. So what happens in this case? So this entire path, the length of the entire path is known as the distance. Okay, distance 500 meters. Now then what is the displacement? Think about the displacement. Think about the displacement. Displacement means the athlete started from A and finally she reached A. So the distance between A and A is 0. So here in this case displacement is 0. Distance cannot be 0, but displacement sometimes in cases like this may be 0. Okay, so this is a special case of displacement. So this is about the distance and displacement. So now let us have distance and a tabulation. We will in the first case A to B, and A to B is 250 meters and displacement is 160 meters. Now A to A, displaced from A to A, the distance is 500 meters and displacement is 0 meters. This is what is the data is tabulated. The data is tabulated. So now let us have distinguish between the differences between distance and displacement. Distance and displacement. So let us see one by one. Distance is nothing but the total path traveled by an object, whereas displacement is the shortest distance measured from the initial point to the final point of an object is known as the displacement. So it is a scalar quantity, it is a vector quantity. Okay, because we have I have given this example in quantities. So displacement is a vector quantity because it has a direction also. So it is either equal to or greater than the displacement. Sometimes it may be equal and sometimes it will be more than the displacement. Okay, distance may be equal to displacement. If it is a straight road, is there A to B straight road is there, then both displacement and distance will be same. Whereas displacement is always same thing. Okay, so then it is either equal or less than the distance. Here it is greater than the displacement, here less than the distance. So these three are the differences between distance and displacement. Okay, I hope we have understood. Let us have a question. In the given figure, object starts from A. Object starts from A and goes to B, goes to C, goes to D, B, goes to B, goes to C and goes to D, and again it came back to A. So previous case it is a circular path, it is now a rectangular path. Okay, find the distance. It is distance. Find the distance and also displacement. So distance, it traveled 3 meters plus 5 meters, 8 meters, plus 3, 11 meters and plus 5, 16 meters. So the distance is 16 meters. Okay, so 16 is the correct answer. So next question, please do it. In the given figure, the object starts its motion at point A, goes to B, C and D and then back to A. Find the displacement at A. Let us see what answers are given. So what would be the answer? Definitely 0 is the answer. So I hope you have understood the distance and the displacement.